Welcome back to Earth and Glam. Today we're going to make the Purple Dream style earrings. To start out, we will begin conditioning our clay. As always, we use the Sculpey Primo, and today I'm using some loose odds and ends that I had in my case. So I found a little bit of blue, some teal, red, and white. I rolled this through my hands a few times and then put it through my pasta roller. Of course, if you don't have a pasta roller, you can use an acrylic roller. Once I achieved this pretty mauve color, I decided it was ready to be cut out. I'm going to be using two different style cutters for this design. So this first one is a semi-loop. Now that those are cut out, I'm going to go ahead and transfer them to our baking surface. Now we'll go ahead and create the second design. I'm using a textured roller with a line design. And I'll be using an open triangle. Now that those are cut out, we'll also go ahead and transfer those over to our baking surface. You can use a baking sheet, or as I like to use, a porcelain tile. Once those are carefully transferred, you will go ahead and bake them in the oven at 270 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. After allowing the pieces time to cool, we are ready to sand. I like to sand the impurities off the sides of my pieces. This can also be done with sandpaper if a Dremel isn't available. Repeat the process for all the pieces. I'll also be using a UV resin to create a shine effect to these pieces, so I'm going ahead and adding the UV resin to each piece before adding them to a UV light to cure for 5 minutes, or they could be left in the sun on a bright and sunny day for 15 minutes. Once those have been cured, I am ready to add my holes to the design. I've changed out my Dremel bit to a drill piece. If you do not have access to a Dremel, you can absolutely add holes before baking. Once the holes have been drilled to each of the pieces, we are ready to assemble. I'm using 2 needle nose pliers to open 9mm jump hoops. To attach each of the pieces, I used 2 jump hoops on the sides of the pieces we created today to connect a golden ring, and 1 other 9mm jump hoop to connect the hook hardware, and I'm using a gold-plated nickel-free hook. And here I show how the process goes. Voila! Once all these steps have been completed for each pair of earrings, the designs are complete, and both styles are available on earthandglam.shop. Thanks for joining, everybody.